Well, look, I mean, the talks have been going on for quite some time now. And when there are technical talks, I think people understand that there may or may not be an announcement. But when you roll out the foreign secretaries, it creates a level of expectation. And so on the 12th of April, we saw for the first time a meeting in that way, very public meeting in Brussels with the foreign secretaries of the United Kingdom and Spain, with the European vice president from the Commission and the chief minister. There was a sense of expectation, and nothing emerged of any sort of concrete political declaration or any sort of massive announcement. And the same happened yesterday. I think there was a big build-up of expectation. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but I think it's fair to say that there was a sense of disappointment that there wasn't a more major announcement made yesterday. But of course, I understand that these things are difficult, and it's important not to compromise safety for speed. So we'll see. I think there is a desire for a conclusion, and then we will evaluate whether there is a safe and beneficial agreement.
As you've mentioned, no major announcement, but you don't often get chief ministers and Spanish foreign ministers together in a room at the same time. It's happened twice in the last 2 weeks. Surely it does speak to the importance of the moment.
Well, I think the positive thing, is that these meetings are happening, and that they're happening at a senior enough level. And again, you wouldn't expect foreign secretaries to be rolled out unless they are towards the final stages of these things. So I think to that extent it is positive to see this. Clearly, from our perspective, the Gibraltar perspective, we want to see a conclusion of these discussions, so that it then leads to an agreement which can be put in front of people for there to be a judgment on whether it's safe and beneficial. And I say that because these things just can't carry on like this forevermore. It's been 8 years, almost 8 years since the Brexit referendum. I think there's a level of uncertainty that is affecting people on the ground at different levels, whether it's commerce or just simply on freedom of movement, mobility across the border. So I think the people are desirous that there should be some kind of conclusion to this process.
And what are your thoughts personally on what happens next? Is it your expectation that we will see a culmination to these talks imminently?
Well, we're very unsighted actually as to what is going on behind the scenes. I mean, we've not been given briefings as to the detail of what is going on right now for quite some time now. So I can't speak to what is happening or the expectation on timescales. Whenever we ask in Parliament, there has been an element of, I suppose, agreed caginess evident in the Spanish foreign minister's caution in speaking about the detail yesterday. You see that in Parliament when I ask questions as to that from the chief minister. My expectation is that obviously these talks should continue. My hope is that they continue positively, that they are concluded, and that we then get a publication of the detail, which then allows us to make that judgment, which I think is necessary for us to make in due course, everyone in Gibraltar, including the opposition, as to whether what has been agreed is safe and beneficial. But what I mean by that is safe in terms of sovereignty, jurisdiction and control, and beneficial socially and economically.